25 points.
Did you tell Tyrese at halftime?
Tyrese did it on his own this time. Just that first half, man, I think we were a little sluggish for whatever reason. Maybe it might have been his own that they kind of threw at us that kind of slowed us up a little bit. They're a very long team, so they make it more difficult than usual. But felt like that first quarter they made a lot of shots, and we just weren't aggressive enough. That second half we picked it up and got stops and then got out of transition.
James, do you feel like maybe Cleveland's length kind of bothered Joe a little bit? It looked like he was frustrated a little bit.
No, not frustrated. It's just, you got to just play a little harder. You got to just, especially you got to really rely on your defense because, if you get stops, then their zone can't set up. And I think we were just taking the ball out the basket too much in that first quarter.
Did you think maybe coming in here that George Mann was going to be somebody who could work?
Yeah, we all, shooter in Utah and then coming here, pretty much I know the roster up and down. So just finding ways to impact games and they do a really good job of packing the paint. So we found something to work with George tonight. He's a shooter. That's what he does. That's what he get paid to do. And he hit some big threes for us tonight.
How frustrating was the first half for you, just picking up those 3 fouls and having to sit for that stretch?
That's all you got a team. You got a team. You rely on a team to keep you in the game. And for me, I just got to do a better job of being more solid, and not fouling or whatever the case may be. A couple of them were questionable, but overall, I just got to be a little bit more smarter so I can be out there on the floor to help my team.
James, it kind of seemed like you were talking to Tobias a bit after he pump faked and kind of drove in a little bit. What do you kind of tell him?
Yeah, when I got the ball and I'm getting to the basket, just be ready to catch and shoot, be ready to load the clip up. And, we're still getting used to each other, so hopefully it's not going to take too much time. But, I think he's a little under the weather, but just be ready to shoot. And if you don't got the shot, then either a swing or he's smart enough to attack the basket.
James, when the trade went down, everybody talked about, you and Joel as a duo, but what have you thought about Tyrese Maxey being inserted in the mix as well and you guys kind of forming this three-headed monster on the offensive end?
Any given night, it can be any of us to go off, and Tyrese really picked it up for us tonight. It's his confidence, getting to the basket, getting to the foul line, and then his shot-making ability. He 5 threes tonight, which is huge for us. And then it's going to be nice where Tobias plays, extremely well and gets his 30. So we got a group of guys, a lot of guys that can contribute at any point in time. George hit, 5 threes tonight. That's big time. We're going to need each and every individual on his roster to get to where we want to go.
What did you guys do to solve the zone and get them out of it? You were much more successful.
Defense. Yeah, we got stops. Second half. Fourth quarter, they scored 20 points. First quarter, they scored 43. We get stops, they can't just sit back and use their length on us, So that was a changing point in the game, and we made it up to ourselves to go out there and just be engaged, be aggressive, be physical, and then limit them to one shot.
You got 3 more last year, DeAndre and Preston. What are your expectations for him?
I think he fits in well with us. He's a vet that's been on some really good teams, and feels like he hasn't accomplished his goal yet as far as winning the championship. So he has an opportunity to do it here. The system is pretty easy. You just go out there, rebound the basketball, communicate defensively, and we'll do a good job of giving him the basketball for some easy dunks. But he has the right mindset.
Every game is important, but this is kind of the first of a tough week, and there are a lot of challenging, playoff positioning type opponents down the stretch. Did this kind of feel like, okay, this is like the stretch run that we're going to be?
Yeah, and we need this. Yeah, we need this for just our team, our togetherness, and down the stretch. Quite frankly, we got 20 games left before shit get real. So we need games like this to prepare us. And being down in that first half was probably a good thing, just to see our resilience and see, what we got, what we made of. Tonight was a pretty good start, so we got to just keep chipping away.
Thanks,
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks.